Risser, shiver me timbers. It's time for reading and balloon fun with Mrs. Risser. Hi, boys and girls. Hey, it's good to see you again. Elsa, what are you doing here? Elsa, she came out to say hi to you girls and boys too. She wanted to make sure that she was a part of today and to say, don't forget to slow down sometimes in your reading. So thanks, Elsa. Wow, she surprised me. She really wanted to be here today. I hope you're ready for another day to talk and to think and to ask questions. And so are you noticing I have my pirate hat on again, don't I? I was having so much fun before learning about pirates and pretending to be a pirate that I wanted to do it a little bit again today. But I also have another reason. I was reading lots of books in my house because I'm trying to read all of the books in my house, and I came across a book about pirates again. And this one is a fiction book on pirates. It says How I Became a Pirate by Melinda Long and David Shannon. And so this one made me so excited because I loved my nonfiction book, Pirate, which is an I Wonder book. And then to find a fiction book, I just felt like I am gonna be a pirate again. This is perfect. So today I'm gonna read you the fiction book, How I Became a Pirate. But we'll do that in a little bit. Boys and girls, there's one other exciting thing that I learned while I was looking through this fiction book. The fiction book had a word that I noticed that I read in my nonfiction book, Pirate. So reading my nonfiction book helped me with my reading with my fiction book because I really hadn't heard of that term, or maybe I forgot. But the fiction book talks about a Jolly Roger. Well, what's a Jolly Roger? I thought that sounded kind of funny until I remembered that I saw Jolly Roger in my pirate book. So I want to teach you this word so that when we read our fiction book, you'll know what a Jolly Roger is. And so we're going to use my nonfiction book to help us. So when I open up my nonfiction book about pirates, it has a table of contents. And inside the table of contents, it has the Jolly Roger. One of the headings is the Jolly Roger because a whole section is on the Jolly Roger. So if I turn to page 22 and 23, like it says in the table of contents, it says the Jolly Roger. Now, as I read through this, I learned that the Jolly Roger means a pirate flag. So see the skull and crossbones there? And we see that on pirate flags. Well, that's called the Jolly Roger. And so, boys and girls, then I was thinking about, well, I wonder if the Jolly Roger, if they talk about it in the index too. And so I went to the back of the book, and here's the index, and it talks about the Jolly Roger. If I look up and it has Jolly Roger, yeah, it says go to page 22 and 23. So I could have also looked at the index, and then I noticed that there's a glossary. Well, do they have the Jolly Roger in the glossary too? They do, girls and boys. It says Jolly Roger, a pirate's flag. So there were lots of ways that I could figure out what a Jolly Roger is, but my nonfiction book helped. So remember that, friends. When we read this, what's a Jolly Roger? It's a pirate flag. All right, I'm going to put that over there. Elsa, you're doing a really good job. We have some other friends that wanted to say hello today too. Who? Hi, who? Who wants to remind us to keep asking questions because that's part of comprehension, and comprehension is the most important thing. Understanding our story, we want to keep working on that, and so we have to use some comprehension strategies like asking questions. And Jabber, hey Jabber, Jabber has been jabbering and talking all morning trying to remind me that another comprehension strategy is to retell our story. So thanks, Jabber. Let's see, what else? Over here, there's our stoplight. We've been talking about our stoplight with reading and using some reading strategies so that when we read, oh yeah, here's our ears. We can use our ears to listen for, does that sound right? And does that make sense? Oh, and here's the wand. It kind of hides behind me, but we need to use our eyes as a reading strategy to think, does that look right? And if it doesn't look right, and if it doesn't sound right, and it doesn't make sense, then we need to stop, because that means that we made a mistake and we need to go back and fix it. And that's a good reading strategy. Another reading strategy, let's see, we were working on first to stop, and that's what we just talked about. Then we were also talking about the yellow color, and that one, Elsa, that one's the slow down. Thanks, Elsa, for reminding us and helping us with slowing down. Can you read that now? I'll get it up a little closer. So, hey, here's our fishy lips. Fishy lips was helping us to get our mouths ready like a fish, and to get our mouths ready for the first part in a word, so that we can get like 2 or 3 or 4 letters. If it's a great big word, just get part of it and then go back and reread, and that way we have meaning to help us think about that first part, and then read through that whole word and check it and make sure that you have it right. But you can just stretch right into that word now. Oh, Stretchy Snake is up here. Hey, we see you and hear you. Stretchy Snake is trying to help us remember that if it's not way too big of a word, we can just stretch right into it and just slide into that word, and that's a good reading strategy too. Today I have another reading strategy that I want to teach you, but we need a friend, and I think before I do, Elsa, I'm gonna just put you right, although yeah, I'm going to put you in here just so that I don't do a bad job taking care of you. So I'm going to put you right here and leave you so that the boys and girls can see you, but I don't want you falling down while I get busy with making another friend. Okay, Elsa? That way I'm being a good babysitter. And I really am not going to babysit you very much longer, because it's about time to give you back to Chelsea and Phil. But thanks, Chelsea and Phil, for letting me babysit Elsa. It's been so fun. Okay, I have a pink balloon, and I made it kind of long. I left about a 3-inch tail. I hope that's about right. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to pull this down, and I'm going to twist. Oops, let me hold on to that. And twist this whole part right here. And then I have to push my tie in through the middle. Okay, now I've got a bubble here, and I'm going to make a little bubble, and this is going to be an ear. It is going to be an animal. Oh, and I have a clue. This is another animal that pirates like to have. So we already made Jabber. Jabber likes to be with pirates. That's why Jabber and I are having fun today. But this is another pirate animal that sometimes I see in like movies or in pictures. Oops, let me get that just a tiny bit bigger. I have to twist this one around. Okay, now that looks a little goofy, but this is a tricky part. I'm going to take this whole part and give it a good twist, and it's going to make it look better. And then maybe you'll be able to tell a little bit more of what it is going to be. Ooh, it's looking better here. Let me get these ears a little better. There, is that looking good? Can you tell what it's going to be already? I bet some of you are already getting some good ideas here. Now, what I need to do next is just stretch this out a little bit more, and then I'm going to pull this like this, and I'm going to do this so that I can get my arm in here, because you are going to go on my arm. Did anybody say that it's a monkey? I am making a monkey today because, do you know what reading strategy is with a monkey? Chunky Monkey. I thought today is a great day to talk about Chunky Monkey. So there you go, Chunky Monkey. I'm going to put you right there. Although, you know what? I'm going to switch you to my other arm maybe, because you're kind of in my way. Okay, how about that? This way, Chunky Monkey can be right with us and help us with a reading strategy. Chunky Monkey is about breaking a word, when it's a bigger word, into parts or chunks. Maybe you see a little word inside of that word or a part in that word that you know. Well, that's a good reading strategy. Instead of just stretching all the time, maybe you can look for a part that's going to help you. So here, Chunky Monkey, can you help me get out a word? Here's my word. Now, do you see, boys and girls, a little part or a little word inside of here that you know? How about you, Chunky Monkey? Oh, Chunky Monkey sees a little word in here. I think it's this one. Do you see a little word, an? That's a good one. Or, look, ran. So if you find that part in here, then instead of just stretching, you can just say ran. And then look, there's another part, ch. There's the digraph, ch. Then you can just go ranch, ranch. That's what it says. Well, that's Chunky Monkey, looking for little words and little parts in words. Okay, here's one more. Here, Chunky Monkey. Here's a big word, but Chunky Monkey is reminding us to look for little parts or little words in here. Like maybe here's the at, or here's cat, and here's an er goes Here's an ill, and then that makes it pill, and then here's r. So there's a lot of chunks in this great big word that we can look for. So we can go cat, pill, r. And now ar sometimes says r or at the, or it could say at the end of a word. So we'll see which one sounds better. Cat or pill r. No, that doesn't sound right. Cat or pillar. Caterpillar. That's a big word, but we can break it up into chunks. So thanks, Chunky Monkey, for helping us with learning or talking about a reading strategy. Your teachers have already talked about that, but this is a good time to remind us of all of those good reading strategies that we can keep using at home, and that way moms and dads hear a little bit about some of our reading strategies too. So keep remembering, when you come to great big words, slow down and use your reading strategies and figure them out. You also could use even more reading strategies. Don't forget to keep rereading. You might even need to change your vowel sound. Instead of a short vowel sound, make it a long vowel sound. So think about what things can you try, what reading strategies can you try as you keep reading. Thanks, girls and boys. We have a book to read. This one, I love it. How I Became a Pirate by Melinda Long and David Shannon. Now I'm going to move you over just a little bit here so I have a little bit more room, Elsa. But Elsa wants to hear the story too. Hoo. Okay, Hoo. Don't worry. We'll remember to keep asking questions and thinking as we're reading. And Jabber, yep, I heard ya. I hope the boys and girls you're trying to tell them to retell the story at home then too, okay? So right away, I'm wondering and thinking and have some questions. Boys and girls, I think and hope that you do too. I'm wondering I know what I was going to say. There's a title here and it says, How I Became a Pirate. Now a good way to ask questions is to change the title into a question. So, how did he become a pirate? The title is How I Became a Pirate, so I'm wondering, well, how did he become a pirate? So that's part of what we're going to read and try to figure out, how he became a pirate. I'm also noticing and thinking about the little boy here. He seems really small to become a pirate. Do you think he's too young to be a pirate? I'm also noticing how they both look really happy. They look like they're friends, so I don't think this will be a scary book. I'm excited though to find out how he became a pirate. Oh, and I want to show you. Here, this is the page, the title page 2, and it says How I Became a Pirate. But look, we can see the little boy right here. Isn't he so cute? So here he looks like a normal little boy. Here he looks like a pirate. Here he's pretending, isn't he? He's pretending to be a pirate. It says, pirates have green teeth, when they have any teeth at all. I know about pirates. pirates because one day when I was at the beach building a sandcastle and minding my own business, a pirate ship sailed into view. I knew what it was because its flag had a skull and crossbones on it, and because I could hear the pirates singing, "Hey ho, blow the men down." They were a little off key. Will he really meet pirates? I tried to tell Dad, but he was busy setting up the beach umbrella. I tried to tell Mom, but she was busy slathering my baby sister with sunblock. So I went back to my sandcastle, but I kept an eye on the pirates. By then, they were rowing to shore. Does this ever happen to you, girls and boys, where Mom and Dad are busy and you have something important to say to them? When they landed, the head pirate climbed out of the boat and yelled, "Ahoy there, matey! Be this the Spanish Main?" "No," I said, "this is North Beach." "Shiver me timbers," the pirate said. "We must have taken a wrong turn at Bora Bora." I wonder where Bora Bora is. He walked around my sandcastle. He looked at the moat, then yelled back to his crew, "He's a digger, he is, and a good one to boot." "A good one to boot," the others agreed. "What be your name, matey?" the head pirate asked. "Jeremy Jacobs, sir," I told him. "Well, Jeremy Jacob," he said, "you're looking at Braidbeard and his crew. We've been needing a digger like yourself. We've a chest of treasure to bury." "Aye, treasure," the others shouted. "You're coming with us," Braidbeard told me. I didn't think Mom and Dad would mind as long as I got back in time for soccer practice the next day. Do you think his Mom and Dad would mind if he went with the pirates? That's how I became a pirate. It wasn't easy to fall asleep without a story, but I was finally dozing off when a storm broke. Thunder boomed and lightning flashed. I tried to hide under the covers as waves slammed up against the ship, but I kept falling out of my hammock. I couldn't find anyone in the cabin. They were all on deck. "Lower the sails," Braidbeard shouted. "Batten down the hatches." How do you think he's feeling, girls and boys? How would you feel in a storm like that? Oh, everybody ran around yelling and lowering and battening. Nobody had time to sit close and tell me it would be over soon. Nobody even noticed me. I decided that I didn't want to be a pirate after all. Girls and boys, why did he change his mind? Why did he say he decided not to be a pirate after all? Just then, flash, crack, crash, lightning hit the mast and split it right down the middle. "What'll we do now?" yelled one of the pirates. "We'll have to turn back," called another. "But the treasure," hollered Braidbeard. "Where will we bury the treasure?" I stepped forward. "Maybe I can help," I shouted over the wind. "I think I know the perfect digging place." Girls and boys, where do you think his perfect digging place would be? When the storm was over, we rowed back to shore and buried the chest. We drew a map so we could find the treasure again, but I don't think I'll need it. Why won't he need the map, girls and boys? After the pirates repaired the ship and got ready to set sail, after that, here I was listening, I made a mistake. After that, the pirates repaired the ship and got ready to set sail. Before they left, Braidbeard handed me a flag and said, "You make a fine pirate, Jeremy Jacob. Guard that treasure well. We'll be back to get it soon enough." "Soon enough," the crew repeated. "And if you ever need us," Braidbeard added, "just run the Jolly Roger up yonder pole." "Up yonder pole," the others shouted. "And maybe I will, but not today." I have soccer practice. Girls and boys, can you see what the name of his team is on his shirt for soccer practice? It's missing a letter, isn't it? Do you know what letter it's missing? It's missing a letter P. It says pirate. He's on the Pirates team for his soccer team. So, was he really a pirate? Do you think? Or was he pretending? Pretending takes us to a lot of places. And so this book is about pretending. We can read books to pretend. We can just do our own pretending in our own minds. I love pretending. It's a really fun way to keep busy, or it just helps with our imagination, and we can be who we want to be, whether we're that person or not. We can still pretend and imagine. And so, girls and boys, I hope that you have fun pretending and imagining this summer, and I'm glad that I could talk to you. I hope you keep reading a lot of books, and maybe I can finish reading all of the books in my house. And I hope that you read and read and read, because that's what good readers do. They read a lot and they write too. Good writers write, and so I hope you're reading and you're writing a lot, and you keep using your reading strategies, your comprehension strategies, and your reading strategies as you do, so that you can become a better and better reader. Have fun, girls and boys, and keep reading.